So far as I know, in terms of pets, it's only been reported that owners actually infect their pets, be it cats mostly, or dogs. There have been reports recently, for example, out of the Netherlands, where it also can go the other way, but this was not cats or dogs, it was in this case mink. That were apparently infected by humans. Then the mink got infected from each other and then retransmitted it to humans again.
What signs do pet owners have to look out for if they suspect their pet may have the coronavirus?
It seems like that the symptoms, if there's any, are usually mild. Only if there is age or other preconditions, as in the human, could there be a sign of disease in the pets. So mostly what anamnesis, so the reports tell us, if you try to ask, or if you ask questions to find out what's going on, it is that the common thing usually is the owner has had coronavirus infection, and that's why you start looking in the pets, not because the pets develop severe clinical symptoms.
So am I right to say they're most likely to be asymptomatic?
That is what it seems like. So experimental infections, for example, have shown that cats, for example, are very much asymptomatic, although the virus replicates, although the cat can transmit to other cats, just like, for example, the experimental ferret. In dogs, they seem, experimentally speaking, to be much more refractory to the infection. They can get infected, but it does not seem that the virus transmits from dog to dog, or to any other animal for that matter, very easily.
Has there been any reports that you know of animals dying from COVID-19?
Yes, there were like the first dog that died from, or was associated with COVID-19, or had COVID-19 infection, was actually reported in this very city, right? So it was a 16-year-old dog that got infected, presumably by the owner, and then succumbed to the infection.
How are animals tested for COVID-19?
It is the swabbing procedure that we do, or that veterinarians do. So deep throat swabs, nasal swabs, and then you send the test tube to a diagnostic laboratory, and then it's exactly the same test that is done in humans. You look for the virus by virtue of detecting the nucleic acids that the virus has.
What is Hong Kong's quarantine strategy for a suspected infection that involves a pet?
So my understanding is that if a pet is in a what we call a COVID-19 household, the AFCD has put up quarantine facilities for animals that are from these households, in case, for example, the owner of the pet has to go to the hospital because of COVID-19, so that pets are properly taken care of. So my understanding is there's 2 quarantine facilities, one that was just opened recently.
What can our viewers do to protect their pets from COVID-19?
Very simple answer to that is don't get infected yourself as a human, because if you're not infected yourself, you won't infect your pet. But if you're unfortunate enough to contract the infection, then still put on a mask like you would do when in a household or in close contact with other humans, because that will also protect your pet. But first, don't get infected yourself. Follow the recommendations in terms of face coverings and personal hygiene, and then I hope this will be behind us before too long.
Very informative conversation. Thank you so much, Professor.
Thank you.